So in our additional resources this time around, there's going to be a couple of clips that give some ideas or some thoughts about how you might begin to start to explore and discover what might be tucked away in your computer. But before you do that, I just wanted to say a few words about the importance of kindness. So if you think about it, you are about to embark on a voyage of discovery. I'm sure you'll be already slightly aware of some of the things that you might discover should you go looking. But it's also likely that from time to time you might come across a thought or a belief that actually feels rather uncomfortable. As in, it's not you. What on earth is it doing there? That's categorically not what CEO you believes to be true or holds to be true. So how on earth could that belief be stowed away, slumbering deep down in the computer's memory bank? And here's where we need to remember that that computer has been acquiring knowledge and information since we were born. And therefore, much of what is in there, especially the very deeply embedded core belief systems, will have been acquired when we were very, very young. And therefore, there is a high likelihood that it will sound like an echo of what was relevant and culturally accepted as norm when we were young. That will reflect cultural belief systems, cultural norms, and if appropriate, things like belief systems that will have come from religious backgrounds, that sort of thing. Those are all likely to be present, echoing the views and stories of that time. Now, we all know the world has moved on a considerable amount since many of us were younger, and therefore some of these thoughts, some of these belief systems, some of these narratives are going to feel hugely outdated, perhaps even uncomfortable. We can meet those with judgment and feel harsh thoughts and perhaps unkind thoughts about what that might mean about us or the people around us who were helping us grow at the time. That, I don't think, would be particularly helpful. What's a lot more helpful as we enter into this space is to remember that things change, and they change all the time. Cultures, norms, belief systems all grow and evolve. What we will be exploring are, if you like, the roots. And that does not necessarily mean that those roots need to be ones that we decide to plug back into. We may even decide that perhaps we'd like to do a little bit of a clean out and see if we can maybe leave some of the things that are no longer appropriate behind, choosing instead to replace them with ones that we value in the here and the now to hold us steady and help guide us through our lives. That's going to be very hard if we're spending all of our time wrapped up in judgment and blame. It'll be a whole lot easier if we can hold those moments with curiosity and with kindness and remind ourselves that though we might have had a lot of help and support in compiling the guide, the book of wisdom thus far, what we choose to take with us after we've explored and edited, well, that is entirely up to us.